Yeah, I get this question a lot, not just for Meta Ray-Ban displays, but also for the Ray-Ban Metas. The truth is, we want to do this. Of course, we want to support platform developers. We want everyone to be able to use these glasses for whatever kind of crazy, unique situation they come across. Right now, the constraint really is the devices are so tight on kind of compute and thermal space against the battery life. We just don't feel like we can deliver the user experience that our customers expect without, like, it's all first-party stuff and like hand-tuned, hand-picked second-party stuff. But I think the future has two directions, one of which is the AI platform is a great solve across both. Even for display, you could do generative UIs on it, but for the audio-only glasses, yeah, no problem. AI should be a great tool to unlock the value that is currently like locked up instead of obscure apps in your phone over time. The second one is true app store, which we also want to build, which we just need a little bit more generational improvement. I love this question because so often the features I get asked for are more features. People want to know, when's this feature I want coming, and when's that coming, and when's this coming, and when I can get more field of view and more of everything. And I always try to tell people, it's like, well, these are real trade-offs, and be careful what you wish for, because there's headsets out there that deliver the thing that you want, and nobody's using them. And this is why I think a lot of them are not being used. I think lightness is premium on the headset. I think it's more important than a lot of other features. John Carmack used to say, simplicate and add lightness, which is from an aeronautical engineer, if I recall correctly. So yeah, this is the right question to ask. And the answer is, like, I think there's a lot of trades that we can make. Instead of taking the wins from each generation and pouring it into more features, you can take those wins and pour it into lightness and smallness, and that's probably the right call. Yes, there is an update. Well, I don't know if it's an update, but the plan remains, as we announced at Connect, to launch it in December. So time is on your side. It's happening. Well, we're selling them as fast as we're making them, which suggests that we should make more faster, which we're working on. But yeah, no, we're going well. We made a big bet this year to engage creators, especially like Roblox creators, for example, on the Horizon Worlds platform, and really, engage them, get their feedback, understand what's working, what's not working, iterate jointly with them, and that has paid real dividends. I think we're much more poised there than I think anyone realizes. Yeah, if you recall Connect last year, there was a major focus for us in the Spatial SDK and making an easy path for Android and 2D developers to come to Quest. And it's happened a little bit, not as much as I'd hoped or expected. And what's funny is having talked to some developers on the Apple side, they have a 2D platform there, and they've also been underwhelmed by the developers that have kind of brought the platform. So there's some missing pieces that we got to bring there to unlock that value for our customers. And so we're not deterred. We're going to stay at it. We've been talking about that a lot lately. Reported. I'm assuming you're talking about the display glasses. The bad news is your prescription has to be between -4 and +4. And the reason for that is, with the way the waveguides work today, that's literally the biggest prescription we could fit inside the frame as we have it. So good news is it is supported. Bad news is it's not yet as universal as we'd like it to be. We're working on it for future generations. Yeah, whenever we're working on products at the company, we're just looking at, are people using it? How much and how often? So there's episodic use where somebody picks it up and then uses it for a while and then puts it down for a while, and that's not bad. There's regular use, which is a little bit better, which is like, yep, they're using it kind of on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, consistently. There's deeply engaged usage where it's like they're constantly using it, and there's more casual usage where it's like they occasionally use it. And for us, we want to build things that create real value, especially in the wearable space where you're charging real dollars for it. Want somebody to get the value for those dollars. So yeah, we're just making sure that we're building features that people use and listen to the feedback that they